Hi everybody, I'm back and I'm feeling so much better. I've got a fantastic recipe for you today. But before I get to it, I want to thank you for all your prayers and your sweet comments because they mean a lot to me. I'm very happy to be able to be back with you. I'm going to be making some fried catfish nuggets. This is a very easy recipe, very delicious, and I know you're going to love them. Let's get started. So these are the ingredients that I'm going to be using. I've got 1 cup of cornmeal, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 tablespoons of paprika, 1.5 tablespoons of freshly grated pepper, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You can add more or you can add less, whichever you like. I have 1 teaspoon of dried thyme, 1 teaspoon of dried basil. I've got 2 pounds of catfish fillets, and I'm going to be cutting these into nuggets. I'm going to be using 3.5 cups of canola oil. I've got 2 eggs, 1 cup of whole milk, and I have 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. Okay? So I'm going to put all my seasonings together in this bowl. I'm going to mix them together really well, like this. See? It's always good to have your seasoning ready. You can put it in a little jar, put it in your cupboard, and it's always ready to go when you fix fish. So now that I have it mixed together really well, I'm going to set 2 tablespoons aside. There's 1, and there's 2. See? So this, I'm going to set this aside, and this one too. So here's my milk. Now, I want to use buttermilk. But I don't want to buy the buttermilk and then put it in the refrigerator, only use a cup, and then the rest goes to waste, unless you have something else to prepare. So you can make your own. I have 1 cup of whole milk, and I have 1 tablespoon of white clear vinegar. And I'm going to add it in here, and I'm just going to move it around like this. See? And this makes buttermilk. So now I'm going to set this aside until I'm ready to use it. So now that I have my seasoning and my buttermilk ready to go, I'm going to combine my cornmeal and my all-purpose flour. So here's my flour and here's my cornmeal. Now you want to bring in these together really well. See? Like this. I'm going to get my seasoning and I'm going to add it in here. You always want to make sure that you season your catfish nuggets from the inside out. You don't just want to season the outside, because once you take a good bite of the outside, then the fish inside is very bland and has no flavor. So you want to make sure that you have your seasoning mixed in real well with your flour and your cornmeal like this. And that's good. So now I'm going to get my wet ingredients together. Here's my buttermilk. I'm going to put it into this bowl, and I'm going to add my eggs. I'm going to beat my eggs like this first. Now I'm going to add it into my buttermilk. I'm going to mix this up really good. So I'm going to set this aside for just a little bit while I cut my catfish fillets into nuggets. So I'm going to put some gloves on because I feel so much better wearing gloves when I handle fish. Okay? Now, you can buy the catfish nuggets already ready to go from the grocery store. Or you can buy the fillets like this and cut them up yourself. Now, I've prepared them both and they taste exactly the same. It's just a matter of texture because the nuggets are from the belly flap of the fish and the fillets are from the side. But the taste is the same. So you can cut them any size that you want. They don't have to be like perfect squares or anything. See? Just like this. Now, this is 2 pounds. I do like nice big size nuggets. So I have all my catfish nuggets cut up. See? These are ready. So now I'm going to season them. This is what I mean when I say you want to season them from the inside out. See? So I'm going to season them really well like this. Now I always leave the salt for the very last. I don't like to mix the salt in with the seasoning because if I do, then I'm not sure how much salt each piece is going to get. And I have better control when I do the salt by itself. See? Now my salt. And I think this is good. Now I'm going to make sure that everything is coated really well. Now I'm going to add them into my milk and egg mixture. And make sure that they're very well saturated like this. So now I'm going to clean up my area and get ready to coat my fish with the dry ingredients. See, you want to make sure that you get them coated real nice like this from all sides. And I'm going to set them right here on this plate. See? Look at this. So nice. Now this is a delicious meal because it's different than the meals that we prepare every day. Sometimes you want to prepare something different and get away from the same routine. And that's why I like to prepare the catfish nuggets. My Ron loves these. So these are the last two. See? So now that I've got them all nice and coated, we're ready to go to the stove. So I'm ready to fry my fish, and I have 3.5 cups of canola oil in here. My heat is set a little bit higher than medium. You want your temperature to be about 375. Now I'm going to put my fish in here. Now I like to use this big skillet because it's deep enough for the fish, but at the same time, it's wide enough for me to be able to put plenty of nuggets in here. I'm going to fry these nuggets until they're nice and golden. You want to push them down gently to make sure that they're submerged in the oil. I'll give them about 3 minutes and then I'll flip them over. Ooh, look at how beautiful these look. Now you always want to make sure that your oil stays about the same temperature, because if the temperature comes down really low, the nuggets will absorb a lot of the oil and they'll be soggy. So make sure that your oil is nice and hot from beginning to end. Not too hot to where you'll burn them, but maintain the same temperature. So now I'm going to get my catfish nuggets out. I'm going to be using this rack with some paper towels underneath so that they don't get soggy on me. See, look at how beautiful these look. Now I'm ready to put some more in the skillet. So I've got everything ready for the taste test. I've been waiting for this all day. I've got my fries, my catfish nuggets, and I made a delicious cucumber and tomato salad. It's a great combination. So here are my catfish nuggets. See? Look at how delicious these look. I've got some fries. And I'm going to serve my cucumber salad right here. I like it because it's cold and it's just a great combination. Now I'm going to show you how I like to eat this. I've got some of my homemade tartar sauce. One of these days I'll give you the recipe for that tartar sauce. I like to have my catfish nuggets with toast. You can have them any way that you want. See, so I'm gonna put a nice big chunk right here. Some of my tartar sauce. Now it's time for the taste test. Some fries with ketchup. You can squeeze some lemon juice. Oh man, all of it together. What can I say? This is absolutely delicious. And then with my tea lemonade. Oh man. So these are my fried catfish nuggets. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up, send me a comment and tell me what you think. Thank you.